Welcome back for another book talk video. It's Monday, and that means it's Magical Monday. I get to talk about fantasy. Oh my goodness! Ben Reeves just released book 2 in the Bewilderness series. Ben Reeves is also a YouTuber, author-tuber. He's got his YouTube. You can check him out there. If you are not reading the Bewilderness series, I highly recommend it. These are novellas that are about 200 pages each. And my goodness, Ben Reeves is an amazing storyteller. His use of words, providing descriptions and imagery is, to me, unparalleled. I enjoyed the first book so much I read it back in March. It won my book battle as my best read of the month, and that was why when he announced that he was releasing book 2, I had to have it immediately. It came out this week. I went online, ordered it from Amazon, got them to ship it within a couple days, and as soon as I got it last night, I went ahead and read it as much as I could until I fell asleep. I read about half of it, fell asleep, woke up. First thing I did today was read the other half. I've just finished the book. If you've read the first book ends at a point where the character has a quest. He's heading off for his quest. It set up the expectation that in the second book, you'd be right there into the quest. And Ben Reeves did something really spectacular and subverted expectations and gave the character a lot of setbacks. So I don't want to give you specific spoilers, but you get to know the character a lot better in this one. You get to understand his pain and agony as a human being, what he's going through, but also as a kind of supernatural fantasy character, what he's going through. One of the reasons that I love these stories is it explores the weird, the bizarre. If you're familiar with fantasy stories like the Dresden Files or Dungeons and Dragons, where there's a fairy realm, the Feywild, the Plane of Fairies, that kind of stuff in those stories, he's got something similar with the Bewilderness. And I've never had an author, even Jim Butcher with the Dresden Files, with those books that I've read, I've never had an author really properly describe the real fantasia element of that otherworldly place. But the descriptions in this book provide such a great sense of one of my favorite terms, and that is synesthesia. Synesthesia is when a writer uses one of your five senses to evoke another. And Ben Reeves expertly does that over and over again with his description. So it's a beautiful journey. It's really exciting. And the main character clearly lives in an alternate reality than the one we do, which is fun. But as a reader, you get included in the story. I mentioned this in my review of the first book. The author created a character that's you, the reader. And in the first book, you get turned into a cricket named Akbar. In the second book, you get turned into a beam of light. It's a whole lot of fun. Also in the second book, there's a greater sense of this you, the reader character, actually being able to help out the protagonist, Eli, in the story. Poor Eli. At the heart of this story is a man whose child died from a horrible disease condition, and his girlfriend is pregnant with their second child, who it looks like is also going to end up with this condition and die within a few years. It is such a sad concept, and all Eli wants is to alter reality to save the lives of his children, to fix that and his relationships with people. He's so bad at relationships with people, but it's fun to read. Alright, just a quick book talk today because I finished the book, and I want to encourage you. You could also be one of the first people to finish this book, to read and review it. It hasn't even appeared on Goodreads yet. I'm thinking I'm going to go post a review on Amazon once I collect my thoughts a little more, and then once it appears on Goodreads, I'll post a review there as well. But I want to encourage you, read this series. They are quick, fun reads, and it's one of the most interesting characters and environments, settings that I've read in all of literature. Alright, that's it for today. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.